Hey, what up guys, it's Gmoneymohawk here, and I am doing a tutorial video on my Peacekeeper. I don't usually do tutorials, but if you like this video, I can do another tutorial on a different character. Just comment down below, and I will be more than happy to do it. Pretty simple, all you gotta do is put down the character's name that you want, and I will do that character. Now let's get started. Up first in this video, we're going to talk about the pros and cons, the counter picks, what she counters, combos, and some online gameplay to get you some perspective of what it looks like. Now first, let's go into the pros and cons. Her pros are she's evasive, she has quick combos, and some nice bleeds. Her cons are that she has a low health pool so she can get burned fast, can run out of stamina fast, and throws don't have a follow-up. You'll see what I mean right here. I'm going to show you a couple of examples to see her cons. As you see here, 2 heavy attacks can take down a bunch of the Peacekeeper's health, so you gotta remember to take a step back before you take a step forward. The next example is right here. As you can see, I grab the Warden, I kick him into the pole, but I spread way too much distance between me and the Warden after the throw, so I can't get a follow-up, and he parries me, ultimately punishing me. Run out of stamina, and then he gets me fast. It hurts. So if you kick him into a wall expecting a follow-up, you're gonna have a bad time. Now those were the examples. Now we're gonna go on what counters her. What counters her would have to be the Nobushi because of all that long range and her annoying bleeds as well. The Shigoki because of his uninterruptible attacks and his large health pool, and the Warlord for the same reason as Shigoki because of those uninterruptible heavy attacks. Makes it really difficult, but also keep in mind, these guys aren't official counters to the Peacekeeper, they're just people that I find personally very difficult to deal with. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the fun stuff. The combos. This is what you're going to be learning right here. Take a great look. It's glorious. First things first, there's a running attack. Every character has one. The Peacekeeper's is a grab. You just run up to them, press X, you're good. Next one is 2 light attacks and a heavy attack. To finish it off, you can go from any side for the heavy attack, doesn't matter. Next combo is just a couple of heavy attacks. You can go from right to left, left to right. It's the same as the first one, just wherever you want. Now probably the most important move for the Peacekeeper would be the grab, stab, stab, stab. What you gotta do is you just grab them, you use your light attack 3 times, and you're good. After the first or second stab, you can throw them. So this provides distance, and it's very useful when you're low in health, but you know that you're not going to guarantee that kill. You can also heavy attack them, but I want to go for it as it can be blocked. One of the dirtiest moves that she has is a feint that she can do with any heavy attack just by pressing right bumper. It immediately cancels the heavy attack and goes in for a nice stab that causes some bleed. She has a move that is pretty similar to this, but instead of canceling the heavy attack, land it, and after you do that, wait a bit, and then you attack with the light attack. It also puts in some bleed, which is always nice to have. Next is the dash attack. It is a staple among Peacekeepers. You can do it from the left, you can do it from the right, you can do it charging in. It's usually a good startup, but people get wise to it after a while. Same with the basic heavy. If you land it, you can wait a bit and then press right bumper or R1 and land a good bleed. Next is the AoE, and I know what you're thinking right now. It looks slow and it looks really counterable. But right now, this is one of the fastest moves in the game. You can feint after landing the first swipe, which allows you to do a combo afterwards. It is fantastic. Last but certainly not least would have to be her passive. She can deflect. She can go either side using the same mechanic as a parry, but instead dodging. She can land a grab using X, or she can land a unblockable stab using the right bumper. But honestly, I like to go for the parry instead. It feels safer to me. Like the deflect, the parry can also guarantee a guard break depending on who you fight. The biggest exception would have to be Nobushi because of her range. It really keeps her distance from me. That was the basics, but now we're going to go online and get our feet wet. This is right where we left off in the example as I was backing away from him after the second heavy attack. I trade with him a little bit. I'm faster than him, so I know I'm going to land those hits. He backs off because he's low on stamina, but I go in, I pursue a little bit. And after he blocks my attack, I get a couple of light attacks in and I win the round. Next round, or a final round actually, right after we get punished, he is just destroying me right now, but I get a guard break off of him. As he's going around, I pursue in, he just keeps on going for that shoulder bash, and you know what? Repeating stuff is not a good thing in this game. He gets me a couple times, he misses a guard break, I go in, I get that bleed. He breaks me off, but you know what? With that bleed, he knows that it's over. Now I'm fighting the same guy, but I wanted to show this because he actually has a really good Peacekeeper. He does something that I do not do, and you see it right there. He utilizes that AoE attack in a way that is just really fantastic for him. As you can see right here in slow-mo, he uses it and then he chains it to the combo. It doesn't immediately chain, but it just gives him enough time so he can fit it in. Afterwards, he just gets me right there. It changes your game once you add that AoE attack in. Final round, he has me on the ropes. I am actually getting my butt whooped by him. His Peacekeeper is that good. I almost die right here. I'm bleeding to death. I get a good grab. He's just out of stamina, and I can just keep on wailing on him at this point. He's going left. He hits me with a top attack, which I block, and he's just swinging around. A huge mistake that he made right there. He used the AoE when there's nobody ahead. He does another similar mistake where he uses the AoE, but the second hit is very easy to block. So I get him after that. If he didn't do that, he probably would have won. But now that he did, I'm in the final round. Fighting against him again. I dodge to the right after he does that very predictable dodge attack. It is very hard to get hit by it once somebody knows that's coming. But after that, that just shows that I can get in there, I can get back. I just destroy him this one. He was a really good Peacekeeper. I probably shouldn't have won that, honestly, but you know what, it happens. Coming against this different Warden, I dodge in. I notice that he tries to do his superior block, so I keep that in mind later. After I go in, I get a couple stabs in. I do it again, but I tried baiting that heavy attack. Let's run that back one more time. Since I noticed it first time, he thinks I'm actually going to go for the dodge attack, which is not what I'm going for. I get a parry though on the second attack, which allows me to get a light attack. Should have went for the grab, but it's all good because I come back right here. I block his light, super fast top attack, but you know, I'm back in it. I dodge him. I bait that top attack that he's obviously going to throw. But you know what? He was pretty good. Going into this last final round that I'm going to show. Fighting him again, he does a couple of top attacks, gets a shoulder bash, and it is very annoying. At least I blocked that guaranteed 2 attack right there. I honestly, playing as a Warden main, it just frustrates me playing against them because I know what's coming up, but when I get hit by one of the attacks that I know that's coming, it just sucks. I parry him right here, get a couple stabs in, kick him. I notice that he has no stamina, go in, and I get the kill. He's bleeding to death. I know that it's over, but it looks like he doesn't know that it's over. But that's about it for this tutorial. Let's just wrap it up a little bit, and I'll leave you guys off with a couple of tips. Okay, for the first of the tips, we've got be aggressive, but know when to take a step back. In the first example, you saw me get burned pretty quickly, but I still survived. Know when to take that step back, and then you could probably win the fight, but just remember to pick your fights wisely. Next, we got utilize the AoE feint. You have one of the fastest moves in your arsenal. It's really easy to use it once you know that the guy's not expecting it. You can see a lot of people get hit by that Warden AoE as well. You can use the Peacekeepers in the same way. For the third tip, be aware of your surroundings. It is really easy to get cornered, and once you do, a Peacekeeper, like a lot of other characters, can't really do much when they're cornered. And the last tip would have to be the best one, and that is have fun. For Honor is a fun game that we can all share and play, and also show that we're better than other people in things that aren't real life. But yeah, just have fun. I'll see you guys next one.